Welcome back to the NoStoppingKev podcast, where we talk all things basketball. I'm your host, Kevin B. Jr., aka NoStoppingKev, and I'm here with my co-host, my father, South Philly legend, Kevin B. Sr. What's up?
What's up?
Man, it's good to be back. It's been a minute.
Yes, it has.
Been in the trenches, man. So it's good to be up out them things. You know, I came up out them trenches. You know, I got some big things in the works. But good to be back on a podcast, and we're back on a very special day, right? The stars couldn't have aligned much better than they have aligned today with the topics that we can dive into. But before I forget, people, if you don't, make sure you follow me on IG at the NoStoppingKev show. And I'm not wearing it today because I had to pay homage to the greatest to ever do it. But don't forget to check out that Limitless merch. It's dope. But then I want to get into it today, man. You know,
You're gonna get into it.
You know, my guy is now number one in scoring. So yesterday, LeBron James needed 36 points going into the Lakers matchup with the Oklahoma City Thunder in order to pass Kareem Abdul Jabbar for number one on the NBA's all-time scoring list. That's for regular season points. He's already had more points in total. But, you know, LeBron now sits at 38,390 points, 3 ahead of Kareem and counting. So he's only going to widen that margin, you know, as he continues to play in this league. But, you know, Dad, I think, you know, the generation above me, your generation, I think it's just time to accept the fact that LeBron is the GOAT. He's in a class of his own. And that's just the reality of this whole thing.
I'm still not gonna say he's the GOAT.
Why not?
He's still not the GOAT to me.
Number one all time at points, number 4 in assists, and we still climbing the chart. You look at all the other accolades he has, like all the other lists, he's just gonna be, like, when you're looking at his output, the things he's accomplished, when you're looking at the stat sheets and comparing them across the board, man, he's just going to be so far ahead of the rest that even when you say, oh, the game was different, the gap, the margin is going to account for those differences.
I mean, I can't argue that. And I'm not going to argue that point-wise. I'm not going to argue point-wise. Now, when you just mentioned 4th in assists, I'm not going to do it. And to me, he's still not the GOAT.
Why not? What more does he need to do to become the GOAT?
I don't think that he can become the GOAT in my eyes.
See, and that means you're that's illogical. Like you can't just say, oh, you can't just bar a guy from accomplishing something.
Okay.
You got to say what more do you need to see from him?
Okay. What makes him be the GOAT to you right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
My man's entire career, he's been dominating the league for 20 years. Who else has done that? Nobody have done it for 20 years the way that he has done it. Who else?
You know what? Who else?
Who else is number one in scoring? Who else is top 5 in assists while also being number one in scoring when his greatest ability has never been scoring? He's never even been looked at as a scorer.
How can you say that? And he got the most points.
Because
how can you say he never would look at.
Because you were the guy that has even said that LeBron passes to people down the stretch because he's not a scorer. My man gets buckets, yes, but LeBron isn't a guy that when you're describing him, you're not gonna say, "Yo, he's a scorer."
Why not?
Because he's
he's
a facilitator. My man is definitely LeBron is pass first.
Look, you know what?
LeBron is a pass first player.
What? He used to be.
He still is.
No, you're not. You can't be a passer first.
Why not?
How do you get number one in scoring? Passing first.
Because you're that damn good. That's how.
No.
Yes.
That's where he used that, or some of y'all are fooled by.
No, there's no fooling. There's no fooling.
What? In the day and time, assist is watered down. You're changing. That's a different discussion. No. But what I'm
focusing on LeBron has always been a pass first player.
No, he haven't.
Yes, he has.
No, he haven't.
You can get 30 points and still be a pass first guy.
No.
Why not?
No.
He's done it.
Name one other player that did that.
That would score 30 and be pass first?
Yeah.
I mean, let me think about this. I mean, Chris Paul can go out and get you 30. He's a pass first guy.
But he's not going to do it night in and night out.
Because he's not LeBron James.
Okay. You know who led the league in assists and scoring?
Who?
Before your time?
Who?
Tiny Nate Archibald.
Okay.
But he wasn't a pass first guy.
Okay, so that
LeBron is not a pass first guy.
You can't say so this is what you're telling me. You're saying because Nate Archibald.
No.
You're saying because Nate Archibald led the league in scoring and assists and wasn't a pass first guy that LeBron can't be a pass first guy. Like that's not logical. Right? He can be a pass first guy and lead the league in scoring.
Can you name me another pass first guy?
He's the one. He's the one that is that great. Like the only other person that's top 5, like the only other active player that's like anywhere remotely close to LeBron on the scoring list that's also high on the assist list is Chris Paul. Is Chris Paul?
You know what?
Or did you hear that? Did you hear? Because I don't think you're listening. I can tell by where your eyes were. You weren't listening.
Now,
Chris Paul is ahead of LeBron in assists. He's way down in points, though. He's like 34th in points. But Chris Paul is pass first, but can still score. There's a lot of people that can pass first, but can still score.
But what I'm saying is, when you do that night in and night out, he leads his team in scoring night in and night out.
Not all the time.
He most of the time leads his team. He averaged more points on that team than anybody else.
Anthony Davis should be scoring.
What?
But he has to take over. But he's still a pass first guy. Like LeBron's not Kobe, Dad.
No.
He's not Kobe.
No. He's
not Kobe.
He's not. You know what?
Tell me. All right, here. Look.
Not a
put it this way. Put it this way. I got one for you.
Go ahead.
Tell me a pass first, or excuse me. Tell me a scorer, someone that's shot first that LeBron plays like.
Huh? His shots shows that he shoot first, Kevin. He leads that team in scoring. He goes out there night in and night out scoring. You're not gonna lead. You're not gonna be the number one scorer thinking pass first. You're not gonna be there.
Yes, you can.
No, you cannot.
Dad.
No, you cannot.
Dad.
No, you cannot.
Dad, you saw me play last Sunday, right? Hold on. You saw me play last Sunday, right?
Right.
And what did you tell me after the game?
Kevin, what?
Answer the question.
I told you need to shoot more.
You said I need to shoot more, right?
Right.
How did I lead my team in scoring last week?
What?
Did I lead my team?
I don't know. I'm
gonna tell you, I did lead my team in scoring last week.
Okay.
I played pass first.
But
you can do both.
No, you can't.
Yeah. I did it. I did it.
You know what?
LeBron does it.
Calm down.
LeBron does it.
Calm down.
Oh, you the ref now that teed me up a couple weeks ago? I gotta calm down.
Calm down.
I'm getting indignant.
Calm down a minute.
All right.
Calm down a minute. I don't know. So you saying he's the only player in history that leads his team in pass first?
You saying? Am I saying?
Leads his team in scoring.
You saying? Am I saying? I can't confirm because I don't have the stats of every player. I don't know the history of every player. All I'm saying is LeBron is more of a passer than he is a scorer over the life of his career. When you look at his career in totality, he's a pass first guy. He's a point forward. Even you have criticized him for his willingness to pass at points in games.
No, I don't say. Hold up. You trying to put words in my mouth? No, you try. And I'm getting ready to not let you put them because I'm gonna spit them right back out at you. I said that he passed the ball sometime. Now I'm not saying like that. I'm saying he takes himself out of the play. He's not a killer. He's not a killer in that way. He's not a killer. He's not a Kobe. He's not a Michael. No, he's not a killer like that. No. But that don't mean he don't shoot. Now I said at times when he should take control of the game and do that in the past, he had walked away and shied away from it. Now that because my opinion and like some other people's opinion, that's because his ticker is not as strong as some other players' ticker. But he got better. He got better in years. He got better. Now I can't say it, but he ain't always have that. And I'm sure you heard that, and you heard that from other places before.
LeBron is one of the most clutch players to ever play in the NBA. And there's numbers to back that up. He has the most clutch points since they started taking the stats in 96, roughly.
He got the most.
Yeah, so you're looking at like, you know.
Since 96.
Yeah.
But you know, what about before
So
that?
if you go back, there may be some guys, but based on where LeBron is on the leaderboard, for him to be as dominant for him to be as dominant as he has been, for as long as he has been, no one comes close. Like there's guys that are great, phenomenal. Michael, phenomenal, right? But what LeBron has been able to do is what we thought no one would ever accomplish, right? Kareem's record stood for 39 years. Nobody thought that this kid from Akron, who had high expectations from before he even stepped foot on the NBA floor, the fact that he's exceeded all that, like, come on now.
Come
on, and Dad, I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. You love Kareem and Magic, right?
What?
You love Kareem and Magic, right?
In what way do you mean?
Because you always look at how they won before, right? How they won at different levels, right? LeBron has been dominant his entire basketball career.
Look, you know what?
Going back to high school.
Like I said, I don't take nothing away from LeBron. But you know what? It got easier for like in LeBron era. Just like now, I mean, LeBron is a freak of nature. You could say he's a freak of nature. I'm not going to take that away from him. But I think, see, like you know what? Just like that last time when he cried and hit the floor about when he got fouled by Jason Tatum. You know, that's weak. Like, you know what? See, what I tell you, mentally, the game was played different back then.
Dad.
Yeah, you just don't feel like it. You just don't feel like it.
I knew, you know, people was gonna make fun of him because he did look like a baby crying on the floor, right? But LeBron is one of the most mentally tough people to ever play the game of basketball. Like, it's not easy to play basketball at the level he has played at when you come into the league with that much expectations. That's not easy. When you go places and people shouting everything about you, calling you everything about a child of God, calling your whole family everything about a child of God. Don't start with me talking about LeBron is mentally weak.
But you know what?
Don't come with that. Because again, do I need to get you a sandwich? You want a sandwich?
You know what?
Because you talking baloney, Dad.
No. See, you know what? See, you didn't even play in a time like that. You know, I remember when...
Well, I played in some hostile environments now. You ain't had to go to Roxborough back in 2009, 2010. You had to play at Roxborough.
What you mean?
People would shit their pants walking into Roxborough back in my day. Man, I tell you, man, I played in...
Do you know...
I had some people say some crazy stuff to me.
You know what?
But I love playing on the road. I embraced it. You know why?
You know what?
Because I was that guy.
I'm telling you about going in some gym.
Go ahead.
I could tell you about being. I don't even like to use race and all like that. But I remember walking into some places. Mm-hmm. You know, and I remember being in some cities, like when I played in West Virginia. Mm-hmm. And you go in there and what the people were saying, you know what? But that only got me ready for the game.
Yeah, me too. You know what? You know who else that stuff gets ready?
Oh.
GOAT, man. He be ready. He be like, all right, bet. That's how you want to. That's how we talking. That's how we talking, baby.
He will never be the GOAT to me.
Yeah, to you.
Okay.
But you know why your opinion? You want me to tell you why your opinion becomes less and less valuable? Because you said there's nothing he can do to surpass Jordan.
No. Because you know what? Like, you know what?
Why is Jordan so untouchable in your eyes?
You know what? He made. You know what? He got longevity, and that's good. And nobody, you know what? Nobody probably will never do it like he did it for the 20 years that he did it. Nobody. It probably. You know what? I probably won't be here to see it. Maybe you won't be here to see it. It's nobody gonna be able to do it like that. And then you're like, you know what? Never say never, because you know what? The game might change again. You know what I mean? You might have a person that comes out and learn from him and what he did and how he kept his body in condition and where he could play like this. So we're gonna say it might be a long time. Look how long it took somebody to pass Kareem record.
What you think? What?
You know what?
Who do you think's more likely to be?
You know what? Let me ask you a question. I want to ask you one question. Do you think if Kareem didn't have to go to college, if he didn't have to go to college and play college ball back then, do you think his record would have been broken right now?
It would still have been broken. You want me? Let me tell you why. You want me to tell you why?
Let me ask you a question.
Wait, well, can I finish answering your first question?
Go ahead.
The reason being, Kareem's last couple years were shit. He was averaging 13 or something towards the end. I don't think we'll ever see a season where LeBron averages less than 20. To answer your question,
you know what?
LeBron still, it might have not happened yesterday.
It wouldn't
right?
It wouldn't
but it would have been broken.
It
would have been broken. Because how many years did Kareem play in college? Because again, LeBron got there in less games, right?
I think he played 4 years.
LeBron still got there in less games, right?
He played 4 years.
Okay, LeBron got there in less games still, though, right?
Uh-huh.
So what? Maybe LeBron breaks it next season in that scenario.
It might have had to play 2 more seasons. Who knows?
It would still would have been broken though, right?
What I'm saying is, it wouldn't have been broken right now.
Yeah, not yesterday.
Okay, then.
But it will have been broken.
You know what? You never see.
He still would have surpassed Kareem.
You can't say that.
He still would have passed.
You can't say that.
He still would have passed.
Now you saying something that you don't know.
But you asked me a question.
I asked you my question.
You about to get a big bologna sandwich, my man.
This was my question. And I think this was my question. Would that record been broken yesterday?
All right, here we go. I'm going to give you a taste of your medicine. We don't know. What if Kareem would have had 0 points during those years? We don't know.
In his beginning?
Yeah, we don't know. Based on your logic. His beginning of his career? Bottom line is this. This is the bottom line. This is what we can extrapolate. At some point in time, LeBron would have passed Kareem in points.
The only thing we can say is he passed him. Now that we can say for a fact. And I'll leave it as that. We can say that he for a fact he broke the record.
Yeah, you better bring it back to that point.
No, I'm just saying.
Because you was going down Baloney Boulevard, man.
It ain't Baloney Boulevard.
So last question for you, and then we can move on. What makes Mike so untouchable in your eyes? Why can no one come close?
I'm not saying no one. I'm just saying, you know what? He's 6-0 in championships. Can anybody say their record is blemished? And who did he
What else? What else you got?
I'm just saying.
That's all you got?
And how Mike dominated games, how Mike picked fair and play his heart.
LeBron does the same thing.
No. Now you know what? Now you talk to you know what? I listen to some players that'll say something about LeBron, but you know what? Players that played most of the players that played against Mike and LeBron still say Mike is the GOAT.
Most of those people that have played against both, right?
Okay.
Are closer. They're like you. They're biased based on age. They're deferring to seniority. But what I'll say is this: the one thing they can't deny, the one thing they can't defer to, is the statistics, the numbers.
What's statistics?
LeBron is off the chart when it comes to stats. He's head and shoulders above the rest, and he will be when his career is all said and done. He has more.
You know what?
He's been to how many finals?
I want to switch. Can I?
And the thing is too, Jordan never ran up against a team that was like the Golden State Warriors. He's never had to go up against real dynasties, man.
What?
You heard me.
What? You know what? I just listened to. You know what? They had a few people ask if the Bulls play Golden State. You know what? Just look at it. Look at the players. Michael, Scotty. Let's look at Michael, Scotty, Dennis Rodman, Ron Harper. All them is all defensive players. All of them have been all defense. Name one person on that Golden State Warriors that is a defensive player or all defensive one. Who?
Draymond Green, but I'll do you one better. Also, Iguodala is a hell of a defender. I'll do you one better. Oh wait, Klay Thompson's also can play defense. Oh wait, Kevin Durant's also Hold on. Can I finish? Go ahead. Kevin Durant is also like 7 foot, kind of hard to score over. But I'm gonna tell you what though, the best defense of that Warriors dynasty was their offense. And guess what? Chicago could never do. Shoot the 3 ball like the Splash Brothers. Never.
But you know what? You still had people that could play defense.
Sure. But threes are worth more than twos. They would have gotten smoked. They would have been smoking on that Chicago pack.
You got guys that was all first team, like one of top defensive players. That I just named 4 of them. You can't name anybody on Golden State Warriors that made the top 5 or all defensive team. You can't name one. Who?
That's not true, Dad.
Who made the first all defensive team?
That's not true.
Who made first all defensive team?
Dad.
Just like the Warriors, they ain't go through no team like the Bad Boys, like Boston back in them. Who did they beat the teams like that? Is that deep? Who did the Golden State Warriors beat like that? Who did they beat? What team did they beat with players like that?
The whole West was tough, man.
Who?
And they also had to beat the GOAT. But
the GOAT win.
Draymond Green has been Defensive Player of the Year.
A defensive player of the year.
7-time all defense.
7-time all defense, but they didn't make first team. How many times did he make first team? I'm saying the top 5. I'm talking about top 5 defense, all defensive.
Klay was the second teamer, but Draymond 4-time first teamer and Defensive Player of the Year recipient. They got guys that can play defense too, and although some of those guys those guys that the Lakers had, or not the Lakers, excuse me, that Chicago had, right? Were all of them top 5 in defense when they were all on the same team? No.
No. I don't know. I would have to do it.
No, you don't have to do research because I'm telling you, all defensive first team wasn't Chicago.
No.
So
No. It wasn't.
Yeah.
All at one time.
Yeah. So that doesn't matter. Like, sure,
but
they had guys that can play defense. So did Golden State. I think Golden State has more offensive firepower than Chicago Bulls.
Say what?
Golden State has more offensive firepower than Chicago. But we got to move on to our next topic. Okay. If you have something else to say, I'll let you have the last word.
No. I don't need the last word.
LeBron is the GOAT. I'll take the last word. But recently, news broke that Kyrie requested a trade from Brooklyn. Since we do know that since then he has been traded to the Dallas Mavericks. What were your initial thoughts when you saw that Kyrie had requested a trade?
I guess he really doing it for a contract, a long-term contract.
Brooklyn and Kyrie couldn't agree to terms on an extension.
Because he won like a 4-year extension, right?
Yeah, he wants to sign an extension, right? But what were your thoughts in terms of like him wanting to leave there?
Well, you know what? I'm glad that Brooklyn didn't give in to him like that because, you know, how much is he gonna really play? He always coming up with something.
Yeah, there's a lot of question marks.
Yeah. And you know, I don't know. I just, you know, I mean, you can't take nothing from him. He's a hell of a ball player. He definitely box office. You could definitely say that. But you know what, too, that I say? He cancer.
Why you say that?
Look everywhere he been. Look what he did everywhere he went. You know what? He left Cleveland. I think he should have still been in there. But you know what? Why did he really leave there?
Why?
I don't really know why. Only he really know why.
I think he wanted to get out of LeBron's shadow a little bit.
So why? Why? And where did he go from there? He went to Boston. What happened in Boston? Well, he left Boston to go to Brooklyn. What happened in Brooklyn? He don't even show up. He don't even play with so much. He played it. So how can you really expect to really get the payday? I don't think, then like I was hearing some things that maybe Dallas only want to give him a 2-year chance.
Well, I don't even know if he even would re-sign with Dallas
after this.
Yeah, I think he'll just go link up with LeBron because Brooklyn deliberately said we're not trading him to the Lakers. They didn't want to send him where he may have wanted to go. I guess time will tell. Trade deadline is tomorrow, or if you're listening to this on Thursday, February 9th, trade deadline is today. But we'll see if he gets further dealt.
But let's see. What if LA don't want to give him a 4-year deal?
I don't think LA necessarily. LA is in win now mode.
What?
Lakers are in win now mode.
But Kyrie might be in 4-year money mode.
He's still gonna have to play somewhere.
But if nobody really giving him a 4-year deal, he might not take it.
But guess what? Who's in LA? Huh? Who's the GM in LA?
Who? LeBron?
Yeah. LeBron gonna hook him up, baby. He gonna get. Hey, they gonna figure it out. Yo, Kyrie, what you need to come here so we can win this chip?
You know what? But I don't think. You know what? He might come there, but I don't know. See, you gotta remember, he left LeBron one time.
He also didn't want to be in Brooklyn. Like they've been clashing. So the slightest thing, like you're not gonna give me what I want. Oh, now I can get you to trade me.
So if LA don't give him what he want, what makes you think he gonna go there?
I'm saying they just gotta get him there. If he wants to go there to play with LeBron again, he's gonna make it work.
You know what? He won a 4-year deal. He want the Bucks.
We don't know he needs a 4-year deal.
Yeah.
We know he was asking for something like that from Brooklyn. We don't know that's what he needs if he wants to play in LA.
But you know what? Then we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we will.
We'll see.
But how do you think he's gonna pair up with Luka? How do you think that's gonna go?
I was looking at that too. You know what? They both more ball dominant. Each of them really have the ball. See, like even in Brooklyn, you had Harden taking control of the ball.
I had one disagreement with Shanae Agumake from NBA Today. She compared Kyrie playing with Luka to Kyrie playing with a guy that they kind of compare Luka to a lot. LeBron James. Luka is definitely shot first, right? 100%.
Hold up.
I'm not saying I agree with that take at all.
Hold up. Yeah, you shouldn't even said that.
But no, I'm saying that's a wrong take. So don't even try to say, don't.
No, you
relax.
Said it. I didn't say nothing.
Relax. Shanae said it.
Okay.
I just want to highlight that I don't agree with that take at all because Luka is very, bottom line, he's a shot first guy. Unlike LeBron, who's a pass first guy. So I don't know how that Luka Kyrie tandem is going to work, especially when you get into playoff basketball, because they're both very ISO driven players, and it'll just be interesting to see how they play off of one another. It's almost like I just kind of picture it as it's your turn this possession, my turn the next kind of thing. But we'll see how it goes.
But see, that's the part that I say now. Some players that used to have a little flow gonna have less of a flow. Because you taking more like that. Now even with Kyrie and Durant, they could blend in more because you have Ben Simmons too, who would give the ball up.
Well, Durant also doesn't need to dribble and go ISO. He catches the ball in a spot and kind of goes to work.
Right, that's why I'm saying that was a little bit better than this situation. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that it ain't. But I also like the boy for Brooklyn now.
Spencer?
Thomas.
Oh, Cam Thomas. So Cam Thomas is a bona fide certified bucket. I'll give you that, right? But that brother got to learn how to pass quick. He shot them out the game against the Clippers. He took like the last 90 shot, last 90, the last, let me get this right. He took like 90% of the buckets towards the end of the game, like the shot attempts between both teams. He was just letting it fly. Like I saw this brother dribble up the floor to the top of the key and somehow like try to do a move into a step back. He was already behind in 3. He did a deeper step back, brick. Brother, learn how to pass. Cause think about it. Brooklyn has so many great shooters there, right? They still have Joe Harris, still have Seth. He's going to have to learn how to get people involved. They got Spencer Dinwiddie, who's incredible. He's going to have to figure out how to get his while also getting other people involved. Or else, guess what? Oh, they do got KD coming back too. But guess what? They're not going to win in the playoffs with him scoring 40 and not passing the ball. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, you know,
because not everybody can be pass first and a scorer. But only the greatest ever could pull that feat off.
I don't know why you keep saying you got to take that out of it. It's not pass first. I don't know. You know what? I got some land to sell you. You know, you might well buy this land I got.
What land is it?
If you think LeBron is pass first, I don't know. It got you.
What land are you talking about?
I don't know. Some land I got, the Brooklyn Bridge or something. Like, you want a piece of that? You want a piece of
what?
That? You want a piece of that bridge?
Dad.
You want a piece of that bridge?
Dad.
But I'm
Dad,
saying
that joke just flopped.
Okay, if you think LeBron, you know what? If you think LeBron passed first, you don't get past first like that. You don't get past first. You know, you got to have scoring in your mind to do that. To become that number one. He ain't just get that because he got close to him. LeBron been doing it. You know what? I remember when LeBron first came to the league, I would say he was pass first. But that went out the window a long time ago.
I disagree.
Okay.
I think he's been on some teams where he had to go out and get a bucket. But I think LeBron is still the type of guy that's always looking to get his teammates involved. That's who he is. It's in his DNA. You can't change it. And by that, he's pass first.
Hold up.
I'll let you have the last word and then we can move on.
You know what? Michael Jordan tried to get his team players involved first. But I'm not gonna say he was
That's BS.
You know what? That was Phil Jackson used to tell him.
Yeah, they had to make him start passing the ball. Because he was a scorer. He was like, I'm getting a bucket. Okay. They had to tell him, Paxson's open.
Hold up.
He wasn't looking for Paxson. LeBron would have been like, I know Paxson's open. That's the difference. GOAT. Great. Phenomenal. GOAT. Bad. We got to move on, though.
Go ahead.
Guess who else moved up on the all-time assist list?
Who that?
Russell Westbrook. He's now top 10 in assists.
See, like I tell you, assist is not assist like the same when it was back then. So you know what? When they moving up, it's still not the hard-nosed assist.
That you can't say that. Sure, some of them are the non-traditional assists where you can pass the guy a ball. He can do it in and out and dunk it, and you still get credit. But you can't discredit all of their assists. Because there are still assists where they're giving it to a big and they're immediately dunking it, or they're kicking out to a shooter where they're immediately shooting it. So yes, it's different, but it's still incredible. Shout out to my man Russ, who also had a big game last night, despite the loss. But Russ, top 10 in assists. He is a baby GOAT because he's Mr. Triple Double, and I'm taking him over Oscar Robertson any day. But yeah, lastly on the WNBA recent news that. All-Star game. How did Harden not make the All-Star team? His numbers are better than Drew Holiday and Tyrese Halliburton. Think it's a narrative thing?
I don't know.
You asked him to do less with Joel Embiid being out there. He's still giving you 20, 10, and 7.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's averaging 21 and damn near 11 and 7 or something like that. More than Tyrese Halliburton, way more than Drew Holiday. And the Sixers are, kind of doing their thing lately. So,
but you know what? That was the coaches and pick, really, right?
Yeah.
That.
But yeah, also Joel Embiid did not make it as a starter. Fan vote let him down. I gotta admit, I didn't vote, but I think Joel Embiid should have been a starter. Tatum, phenomenal. Giannis, I'll keep him in there. I think you gotta bump Tatum out.
Bump Tatum out.
Yeah. Joel Embiid is more dominant. That's a conversation we have for another day, because I do know you believe that there are not any dominant players in today's day.
Why didn't you bump Donovan Mitchell or somebody else?
Because he's a backcourt. You got to focus on the front court guys. But that is time for, part of the show where I show love to women's basketball, right? Get y'all some nuggets to go out there and show your support. So, I'm a big trivia question for you. What's my favorite WNBA team?
I don't know what your favorite WNBA team is. I don't know what your favorite.
Where'd I go last summer?
You ain't talking about the Liberty, did you?
No. Vegas. Aces.
Oh, okay.
Remember the bachelor party? We went to the...
No, I know you did that, but you also been at the Barclays Center, too.
Because that's closer. But
okay, all right then.
My team, the Aces, they added another GOAT. No, I'm playing, but the Las Vegas Aces went out and acquired Candace Parker. So now they got Candace Parker to pair with Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray. So shout out to the bucket getters in Vegas. And then also, Chicago Sky have kind of been demolished. They're gonna have a completely new look next year. And the New York Liberty, who you mentioned, they gonna be something to look out for next season, because they've added, to go along with Sabrina Ionescu, Brianna Stewart, and Jonquel Jones, who's a certified bucket getter as well. And so it'll be interesting. I think the WNBA championship will come down to the Aces and New York Liberty. And then last but not least on the docket, February 23rd, be on the lookout. Athletes Unlimited Sports Women's Basketball League kicks off. So, if you want to see some women hoops like I do, make sure you tune in. But that's all the time we have. You enjoy being back?
Yes, I do.
That's what's up, man.
Especially when you think the GOAT ain't the GOAT. I love that.
One day, we gonna get you to recognize reality. But until next time, people, thank you for tuning in to the podcast, and we'll see you same time, same place next week. Peace. Shout out LeBron.
Peace.